Welcome to IGN's Beginner's Guide to Star Wars: The Old Republic. This guide is here for people new to the game to give them some basic information that'll help them learn the basics, and a few tips that'll make their interstellar adventures more enjoyable. We'll be going over the user interface, talk about quests and what characters' icons mean, and finally, loot. If you're watching on YouTube and want to jump to one of those sections now, just click the appropriate button on the bottom of the screen. Let's begin with the interface. The game's interface may be a little intimidating at first, but you'll pick it up fairly quick. New players may have questions about keyboard commands or what certain things do. It's a little weird to get used to, but if you're looking for how to do something specific like auto run, you can hop into the keyboard menu by hitting escape, going to preferences, and clicking this tab at the bottom of the screen. Here you'll find information like how to toggle on auto run by hitting numlock, set your chat options, and more. I also like to turn on things like auto loot, area loot, and auto target in the game's control section. Some that you may not find is how to display your frames per second, which you can do by hitting Ctrl Shift and F, or that you can hit Alt and Z to hide your user interface. Sometimes it's nice just seeing your character kicking some butt. So that's where you find the basics. Now let's talk about a few other important things, like dancing, missions, enemies, and quests. Let's start with busting a groove. Dancing and all of your emotes can be found in the top left corner of the chat window up here. You can also learn to type some of the commands like /wave if you prefer entering them on a keyboard. For now, let's watch my Jedi get down. Okay, now let's talk about quests. To pick up a quest, you can talk to people with these yellow triangles above their heads. Talking to them will give you a quest to complete that'll show up over here. If it's turned off, just click here. Sometimes a mission giver will hand you a specific item that you'll need to complete your mission, and you can access it in your inventory here or by pressing I. If you notice a character with a green glow by the yellow triangle, you've completed a quest. Turn in that quest to grab some loot. Now if you see someone with gray lines, remember where they stood because you can always come back here later and get a quest from him or her when you hit a certain level or move the story forward enough. All of your quests can be seen by checking your quest log by hitting L or clicking here. Gray ones mean that they'll be extremely easy, green ones mean they're a tad more difficult, yellow means that they may give you a challenge, and red means you might die. But they're still possible, just maybe take a buddy. Speaking of dying, keep in mind that all enemies have an aggro radius, meaning if you get too close, they will attack you. So just make sure you kill everything that gets in your way like I do. In addition to the quest givers, make sure you visit taxi services to unlock new areas, and always click these terminals so you can fast travel back to that area in the future. Vendors will show up on your map with this symbol, and they're a great place to sell your items, but be sure you also repair when you visit them. The repair option can be found in the lower left corner of the screen. While all of these tips are important, the most important person you can visit is your class trainer. Every single time you level up, you'll have the opportunity to visit a class trainer who will level up your existing skills, give you new abilities, and also let you select your advanced class. Be sure you don't forget to upgrade your advanced class by clicking the second tab at the bottom of the screen when you visit your trainer. Those upgrades will definitely help. Moving on, let's go over loot. Loot is the most important part of any MMO. You may notice that sometimes when you kill someone, a beam of light shoots out of them into the sky. Well, each of those lights means something. Yellow means you can get quest loot or commendations. Light blue means common loot. Orange means custom loot. Green means premium loot. Dark blue means prototype loot. And purple means artifact loot, or the best loot you could possibly get. Now if you're in a party, you can roll for an item. Rolling means you can select need if you feel an item would greatly benefit you. Greed if you don't really want it but want to sell it. Be sure you don't just constantly select need, otherwise your teammates won't appreciate it very much. To add a player to the group, simply click the purple plus icon above their portrait. You can also type /invite and then type in the player name to add someone to your group that you cannot see. Now, if you just want to talk to the people in your group, type /P to only chat with them. And finally, if you want to leave a group, type /leave or right-click your character portrait and click Leave Group. And that's it for our beginner's guide to Star Wars: The Old Republic. If you liked this video and found it helpful, be sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. We'll have plenty more videos on the way. Not only do we have video content here, but you can also visit our wiki for all of your Star Wars needs. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to defending the galaxy.